What's up, everyone? It's Hey John on Jabber Opportunities Nonstop. Today, we will be discussing Evergrow coin, and we will be going more in depth in the charts to see where it's going, how it's moving about, and of course, we will be covering the cryptocurrency market as a whole so we can get a better idea of what's going on. Here we are looking at the cryptocurrency market as a whole. We can see Bitcoin is down 2.4%, but it's still up for the week. Ethereum is down a whopping 4.4% at $3,200, but it is still up for the week as well. BNB, the one we actually watch because we're an Evergrow coin, is currently down 5.63% at the total dollar value of $472, but it is still up a whopping 13% for the week. Cardano is the real star. Currently, it's up 5% and 33% for the week at the current price of $1.48. Solana is actually pulling back at 6.7%. We're seeing XRP also pulling back. Terra Luna also pulling back. Polkadot also pulling back. Dogecoin, my first love, is still up for the week 17%, but for the day it is down 5%. We're seeing Avalanche getting knocked down the polls. Now it is number 12 now. It was number 11 a few days ago. It is down 6.97% at $86. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we can see a slight pullback in the cryptocurrency market as a whole, but for the week, they've been up overall though. So right now, is this a cause for concern? I would say no. This is a healthy pullback. When you see it up for the week, so many percent, say 13, 15, 20%, and it pulls back, that's okay, folks. It is to be expected. It is healthy because people are doing something called profit taking. Not everyone is a long-term investor. Some folks are traders, and that's fine because the reason why we need day traders is because they add volume and liquidity to the markets. Now you're wondering, why do we care about day traders? Because when they buy and sell in a high frequency trade and they do it over and over and over, well, guess what, folks? They are actually stabilizing the price as it moves up and down. So when you buy and sell at a certain price, you will be able to get that price. Now, what happens if we have low volume and low liquidity? Well, essentially, you're going to see the chart fragmented. You'll see things like this, whoop, 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 whoop. But when there's a lot of liquidity, it's more smooth up and down because you have these things called the automated money makers. And these are basically, in a sense, bots that buy and sell. So if you ever trade stocks, it's the same thing as level 2 information where you can see where the bids and the sales are at on the books. But of course, on DeFi cryptocurrency, it is not readily available because when you buy on PancakeSwap, you are traditionally speaking buying based on a market buy or market sell. Now, however, though, if you buy on a CEX platform, say Binance, say Robinhood, say WEBULL, and many others, well, you are able to set something called limit buy or limit sell. And what that means is that when the cryptocurrency hits a certain price, it'll trigger your order, whether it's a buy or sell. The reason why I wanted to cover this today is because when you buy on PancakeSwap, you don't have the luxury of having a more quote-unquote advanced trade. You are only able to do market buys and market sells, and you have to set the slippage. And the thing is with slippage is that when there's high liquidity and high amounts of volume, you should be able to get a better price because people are buying and selling a lot in that particular zone where it is currently at. And in theory, you are able to find a buyer and seller much faster and much easier. And that's kind of why you should be able to get a better price with less fluctuation. Investors are paying millions for virtual land in the metaverse. Real estate and virtual worlds, sometimes called the metaverse, is going for millions of dollars in some cases. The most expensive spots are near where lots of users congregate. For instance, someone recently paid $450,000 to be Snoop Dogg's neighbor in a virtual world called the Sandbox. But even proponents are warning would-be investors that this is risky business. Ladies and gentlemen, we do know that Evergrow Coin and Evergrow Sam are and will be working on the metaverse sometime this year, either in Q2 or Q3. Now imagine we see Evergrow Sam buying a plot of land in the Evergrow Coin metaverse. Well, how much would you pay to be his neighbor in his virtual villa? I suspect that also when Evergrow Sam and Evergrow Coin decides to create the metaverse, I suspect they will follow the same strategy as what they laid out for Creator, where they will get 10 major influencers to join, guess what, their said metaverse, and they will probably give them some incentive, maybe some payment, some land, and it will jumpstart the Evergrow Coin metaverse. And the reason why I'm covering this is because I want to give you guys some time to look into the metaverse, and just know that in 2022, it'll be the year of NFTs, metaverse. Those are the trending words, and these are the things, if you're in cryptocurrency, you want to watch out for, because you're going to see tons of coins and tokens doing X, Y, and Z. I've seen in some games on Harmony One blockchain where you can actually stake your coins in the metaverse. So you actually make money. It's quite interesting and quite fascinating. So I am very interested to see how this world plays out in terms of development and innovation. And ladies and gentlemen, it is just starting. So if you can find a good project, leave me a comment down below in the description. Let me know, and I will happily investigate and look into it. So we're looking at altcoin season. It is currently at 78. So ladies and gentlemen, I believe it is time to get pumped up. And the reason why is because we're officially starting altcoin season. Now you're saying, okay, great, we're in altcoin season. Why is Evergrow coin still down? Well, because the mass majority of individuals aren't aware of it yet. And we're seeing the majority of the cryptocurrencies pull back even today was BNB, the Binance Smart Chain. That's where Evergrow coin is currently residing at. And we're seeing Bitcoin also coming down. But the star of the day is Cardano. They are continuing to chug forward and increase by 33% for the week. Now this bodes well because we're also seeing Ethereum come down, and as you know, Cardano is the Ethereum killer. So with that being said, this is a time where some of these Bitcoin whales will probably divest and buy slowly when everyone is not aware that it's currently altcoin season, and this is literally just the beginning of it. And once they finish buying, well, ladies and gentlemen, I assure you, there will be lots of articles saying, hey, it's altcoin season. It's time for X, Y, and Z cryptocurrency to launch. And then at that point in time, people will actually jump in head first and they will chase the dragon. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're currently worried about your altcoins, I would say there is nothing to fear, folks, because altcoin season last year was nothing short of tremendous. And this year, I suspect the exact same thing will happen. It'll be nothing short of tremendous for the next few months. And again, this is the first day of altcoin season, and the news and message has not had enough time to trickle down to folks. So here we are looking at Evergrow coin from a daily perspective. We can see that the previous high was around 32516. So the next high was literally half of the previous all-time high. And as you can see, every few days we see a higher low and a lower low, and we are continuing the downtrend movement. And as I've mentioned before, if we do not break down below 8958, and I want to emphasize, if we do not break down below 8958, then this could be the potential bottoming of Evergrow coin, and it can start a nice support and the next movement up when we consolidate. Going into the 4-hour perspective, we can see that it's very evident that we're seeing lower lows and higher lows. Check it out, folks. It's like this: lower low, higher low, lower low, higher low. Now the only question is, will we get back around here or will we go here? Now if we see another lower low, then I suspect it'll be around 8. Now what I want to see here is that we actually consolidate at around 9, because at around 9, that was a previous lower low. If we can bounce off there and show some consolidation, then this means that this could be the next bottom for the next lift off and next bounce point. But of course, we have to wait and be patient to see how the charts play out. Currently with EGC Evergrow coin, as bullish as I am, short term, they're showing some weakness. And the reason for that is because there was no AMA, and many individuals were hoping for the AMA. And while I say this, it is not necessarily FUD. I've explained in a previous video that the reason why there is no AMA is because they are working diligently behind the scenes. So when they do deliver the next AMA, it will hit you with a fury and a flurry of good news. But of course, as you know, there are many individuals who are very skittish in the cryptocurrency space. And well, these skittish people are the ones who spread the FUD, because everyone in cryptocurrency wants to see one thing and one thing only: when Lambo, and why isn't chart green? When you see a little consolidation and a little red, they get scared and they run for the hills. But this is due in part mainly and namely due to the lack of experience of most new cryptocurrency traders. I wouldn't say investors, I say traders, because if you were in the stock market as long as I have been doing it since my college days, was day trading, trading Forex, you name it, I've done it, option trading, etc. Paid off my student loans was it, but I've opted to go with the buy and hodl strategy, dollar cost averaging strategy. For me, that is the most chill and the most profitable one because I don't pay as much short-term capital gains tax. And remember folks, if you hold for more than 365 days, you will pay 20% in long gains tax. Now, if you're doing short-term, that's 37%. So just by hodling, you will gain 17% by not paying that in taxes. Now, of course, this is not financial advice, so I would advise you guys to reach out to your local CPA and accountant. I am not an accountant by any means, but this is just me going from my own experience. So please make sure you do your own due diligence. And this is why I encourage folks to use a investor mentality and a dollar cost average strategy and think long term, because it literally pays you to. But of course, there are also caveats to this because you do not get to be rewarded instantaneously. You have to do something called delayed gratification. And we know that if you're in cryptocurrency, that concept to you is very foreign. So I would invite all of you guys and gals to look into these concepts and understand it and check your mentality before you jump into your next cryptocurrency trade. The best way you can support this channel is by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Get 2 free stocks courtesy of WEBULL, link down below in the description. Get $250 in Bitcoin in my BlockFi, link down below in the description. Get $25 in Crow, Crypto.com referral code down below in the description. And most importantly, I want you to have an awesome day, and I will catch you all on the next one.